Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ibeth and today we're talking about my sofa. So I know that you guys probably already know that I need a new sofa and I've been looking for one, and I actually thought that I found one when I went to Home Goods in my last, or not my last, but my recent Home Goods shop with me video, and it was a really nice sofa. A little pricey for me, I think $1,300. I think it's really expensive for just one sofa. It was a good size, so I guess it has a reason to be expensive, but it didn't fully convince me. Also, it had a stain on it, so it was just not meant to be. I think that maybe there's something better out there for me in the future, or maybe if I just wait a little longer, maybe I can maybe increase my budget and I can find something that I love then. But for now, we are going to do a little DIY to this sofa and I guess see how it goes. I actually looked for covers for my sectional and I realized, like, wow, these are really expensive if you want to get something custom or even just to cover itself. Like, I didn't want my sofa to look like it had a blanket on it, which a lot of covers look like that for some reason, or the cheaper ones, the more affordable ones, and I thought that wasn't for me, so I gave up that idea. Then weeks went by and I started looking on YouTube. Maybe I can reupholster this myself, but I mean, I don't know if I can do that, but I just looked it up on YouTube and I found a video of this girl that actually just made like a faux drop cloth kind of cover for her sofa, and it looked really good, and I thought I need to try that myself. I will actually link her video down below for you guys if you guys want to see hers. I got the idea from her and I want to do it for mine, and let's see how it actually works. Now, I do have a sectional, so I don't know how that's going to play out because there's a part where, obviously the sectionals attach and it kind of has like some hardware on there where it just clamps onto. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll find out together. And I just hope that it works because I'm really tired of seeing my filthy sofa. It's on my stress list and it just doesn't go here anymore. It's just, no, it gotta go. I have to do something and I'm hoping that this will be it. We're first gonna clean it because Noah was playing on it and there's stuff on it for sure. Noah. He wants to keep everything. I actually went to buy the drop cloth from Harbor Freight because it was cheaper there. I think it was $14.99 for a 9x12, which is what I'm gonna use. The girl that I got the idea from actually used a 9x12, so I'm gonna do the same and hopefully it works. I did see obviously that Home Depot has them, so does Lowe's and even our Amazon. But I wanted to see it in person. Like, something about me is that I rather see things on, like, in person before I buy. I am very skeptical. I think it's just the Hispanic in me. We're built that way. I was a little nervous about the color and the way that it would feel. I don't want it to feel like super stiff, but it actually feels very flexible, which I'm really glad. It is a little darker than I was hoping. I wanted it to be a little bit more white, but we're gonna try it. And worst thing that happens is that I don't like it and I can just return it. If you see stuff under my couch, don't judge me. My house is tiny. I'm limited with storage, so I do have some things under the couch as storage. Okay, yeah, but maybe this will cover them up. So we'll see how this looks. I'm a little nervous. Oh, I hope I like it. Please, 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 please. You're supposed to use some pins to attach the fabric, which I did buy. I just can't pick them up because I have to be home for a package that my husband is expecting and I can't leave the house. So I'm dying with curiosity of how this is gonna look. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, or try to put it together, And you know, if I do like it, then I will go get the twist pins. They're actually called twist pins, and I'm gonna put them on. But I'm just dying. I have to know if I'm gonna like this. Oh. Let's see. Oh, what's happening? What she did first was make sure that this side was set first, like to kind of give you an idea where you want it to stop, and then you pull as you go. And then you tuck in before you fix the back. That way you don't pull like the fabric from the floor, because then it's gonna, you know, show, and you don't want it to show. This is the one that I try to wash, and it's really embarrassing because I used obviously not the right equipment for it. I tried to scrub it by hand, and then use like one of those what are they called? Those big bulky vacuums that are mainly for construction, and I use that to soak up or to try to like suck up the water. And I left it outside for it to dry in the summer, and it just made spots. So yay. This side is gonna be hard because of the way that it's, you know, that it goes like this. That's what's making me really nervous. I also need to wash my rug. Everything is expensive. You have to pay for everything, or save up for everything. Save up for your house, save up for the furniture, save up for projects that you want to do for your house, save up to get your rugs cleaned, and save up to get your sofas cleaned and your carpet cleaned. Like, oh my gosh. I remember my parents telling me having a home is a huge responsibility, and you're gonna have to spend a lot of money on things. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Okay, how are we gonna do this corner? This side I was dreading on doing because I feel like it's the most challenging, because this is where the L meets. So I'm kind of struggling, to be honest. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. This is still like a really long piece. So I'm thinking of spreading it onto this one, and then this one just folding it down at an angle. So, okay, I think I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna angle this one. This project is actually harder than it seems. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's pretty straightforward. You just tuck, you know, until it looks good to you. Yes, I think that's gonna work. Okay, and then I'll just tuck it in. Oh my gosh, I think I could have pulled more fabric that way. Ugh, why? If you do this, or if you try this, take your time, because seriously, I'm rushing it just because I have to be somewhere in a little bit, and also because I'm just ready to see it done. But it's honestly a lot of work, and you just have to, it's more like of a trial and error. you gotta move it until it looks good to you. That's something I need to do. Also, I'm not putting a lot of pins in yet until I actually love the way that it looks. Because otherwise, it's going to be a disaster. Oh. Hey guys, it's been a few days since I started this project and I just barely finished yesterday, and I wanted to share my thoughts just because I want to let you guys know a few things about this project in case you want to try this yourself. So first things first, it's a very challenging project. It's simple obviously, but it's hard, I think, depending on the size or the type of piece you're gonna wrap. For example, mine is a sectional, so I think that's why it was really hard for me to figure it out, because I'm wrapping an L-shaped piece. And also the fact that this has an armrest, like the armrest, the way that it is, it's very odd looking. Let me show you. My pillow's covering it a little bit, but you see how it goes from this and then down. This was really hard for me to do. So just keep in mind that if your piece is not very squared, it might be a little bit hard to wrap and it, make it look really nice. Or even that was actually the part that made me almost want to quit this project, but I bought it and I decided, like, okay, I need to commit to this because I paid for it and I have to make it work. Second thing is that the canvas is a little darker than I was hoping. I know that it looks really light on camera, which I kind of like, but then when I look at it in person, it doesn't fully convince me. I am gonna keep it because I prefer this color over the one that's actually underneath, but I was just hoping that it was a little bit more lighter, but that's just personal preference. Another thing that I don't like is the scent of it. So I know that canvas has this scent to it, but obviously this is a bigger piece, so maybe that's why the scent was really overpowering, and my living room is tiny, so I think that's why it was overpowering, like the entire room. It was not good for me. Like, I couldn't sit on it for too long when I first put it on. I actually even ended up lighting up a candle to see if that would help with the scent. So I don't know if it's actually diminishing or if I'm just getting used to it. Not too sure. I think I have to leave my house for a few hours and then come back and see if that, then I'll know for sure if it's really gone or not. But just something to keep in mind. I can still smell it actually. Well, that answered my question. Another thing that I really don't like about it is that it has a seam right where, I guess it's a really big piece, right? This is a 9x12. So I think that to make it a really long piece or wide piece, obviously two pieces were seamed together. So I can see the seam right on the backrest. It's not too bad, I think. It's livable, it's not a big deal, but I just want to throw that out there because it is really visible to me. So I tried my best to hide it under the back cushions. Like as I was pulling the fabric to tuck it in, I was hoping that the seam would go in there, but I can't pull anymore because if I do, I'm either gonna pull from the back fabric, from the fabric from the back, and I don't want the back to show. I want it to be completely, nice and covered, because you are able to see obviously the back, and it will also pull the front, which I also don't want to pull because I want it to cover the feet so that it looks like it's actually, a solid linen or faux linen cover, and it goes all the way to the floor. I don't want the legs to show. I think it's also because my piece is really large. I think that my sectional is really tall, and I preferably would like to get something that is a little lower in the future, just because I feel like this is too tall for me, too high. Plus I want to be able to see the entryway table when I'm filming. Like, you can see it now, but sometimes it gets hidden there, and I wish it was more visible. But yeah, I guess that is all. Those are the negative things that I would, I guess, have to give you guys about them. Overall, I'm very happy with it. It didn't turn out exactly like I thought it would, but it's okay. It looks much better than my sofa alone, so I'm gonna keep it for as long as I can, and I'm very much happy with it. I love that it brings a lot of light in here, and it does look really good on camera and in pictures, so that makes me happy, because obviously with my content, or me creating content, my sofa or my living room will actually look nicer now, because this actually looks better now than what it used to be. So I think that it was very worth the $30 that I spent. Not too bad compared to other options out there. I've looked for covers out there, and they're really, really expensive, and they look like just a blanket, and then that's not what I wanted. I wanted my sofa to look a little bit more like, you know, like the ones that you see right now at, you know, from Amber Interiors or West Elm. I know that they have a few pieces that are, you know, linen, so linen pieces, and obviously this is not linen, but this is not linen, but it looks like it, you know, it gives that vibe. I think, I guess that is all for today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that this inspires you, and maybe you will give this one a try. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well if you enjoyed this episode. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys liked it. What did you think about it? Would you do it yourself? Be honest, I don't mind, and I would love to know your opinion, honestly. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I will go ahead and link it down in the description box for you guys, and I will see you until the next one. Bye.